apparently a dead screen. There we go. So we're going to try to go through a little bit of the patch notes here. Just gonna briefly go through them between games, but it's gonna be a little bit more relaxed as I'm gonna try to spend this time actually relaxing my voice and giving a little bit of a rest. But yeah, 6.86, the patch has just come out. So the patch notes have just come out. I haven't actually got a chance to read through it. So this is my first time going over it. I've heard a few things and I've checked a few things, but for the most part I have no idea what's coming, so let's take a quick look as I'll try to notice when our next game is going to be coming up. It should be up in a few minutes. I know Moonduck TV, they're the ones doing the official channel. They've got some issues on their end and they're changing a little bit of their setup, so we might have a little bit more time. One of the players you cast the other week in this tournament, Mineski Fangay, has a pretty entertaining stream. Yeah, Mineski Fangay is pretty awesome. He's been playing some pretty solid Dota too recently as well. Well, we've got Arc Warden. Let me know if I need to make the patch notes any bigger or smaller or whatever. I've made them pretty large for the stream. So it looks like we're gonna have Arc Warden coming in, so I have no idea what this hero does, so I'm actually going to skip over that. I'll read that a little bit later when he actually gets added to the game and I can mess around with his skills. So new Arcana for Zeus. He's flying on a cloud, kind of. It's kind of cool. Special blink effect and sound when using blink dagger. Do they show that in this video? Probably not. They're just going to show him lightning bolt in all directions. All right. Well, that should be interesting. I'm not too big into hats, but I know a lot of people are. So, Sundered Moon. Oh, this is the comic. All right. Unfortunately, some of that's cut off on the stream. Most of the stuff shouldn't be cut off though. Desert Terrain finally is coming out. It was fun. It was always fun messing around with that in Dota 1, the different terrains. There was a MOBA that was created in Warcraft 3 named Tides of Blood that was, everyone thought was pretty much going to just be bigger than Dota. It played a lot better and was just better than Dota at the time. And it actually used a desert terrain setting. But yeah, then Dota definitely overcame it and became, well, the biggest MOBA in the world right now. Sorry, League of Legends fan gaze. We got a desert music pack. I'm not sure what that's going to entail. I imagine all the sounds from Super Mario Bros. 3. Those desert things. Ultra shadow quality. Oh my goodness, look at this. They actually look like the proper shadows. That's what we're gonna see on the stream. I'm gonna have that going. Let me quickly check in, make sure we're not missing the game here. Doesn't look like we are, so we're good. Just gonna hop on Dota 2, make sure. Yeah, we're good. What else do we got? Colosseum, new desert map. Ooh, Valve came out with another. People really like Overthrow. They're playing a lot of that. I've never really gotten into it, but. That's interesting. More hats. New in the clients. Alright, what do we got? Hero stats. Be it for studious improvements or close. Well, that's cool. I'm actually gonna really like this. I love looking at stats. I'm not a big stats guy myself, but I like to look at them. But I always struggled with stats in school. I don't know why. I'm great at math, but when all of a sudden it's stats, who knows? Easy access armory. I mean, any improvement on what they've done with Reborn, I think, is going to be a big step forward. Because I think the armory is just a complete mess right now. What is this? One-stop shopping. Not all the best shops are secret. I like that. So they just made it easier to buy hats. Alright. Private chat channels. Oh, with restricted memberships. I didn't even realize you couldn't do that. That's cool. Map change. Yup, I knew this one was coming. On both Radiant and Dire sides, alright. So they've got a ramp right next to a pillar. Where is this? It's weird because this is like the Dire side of the map here. I don't know where that could be, but those are so close. There's probably full trees. I don't know. It's weird. I'm sure there's way more. New rune? Oh boy. So basically it's something that's going to buff your spells, reducing all spell cooldowns and mana costs. Oh god. Night Stalker with either DD or Arcane Rune. So you got 6-second void cooldowns as it is, and then all of a sudden you're going to reduce it by, who knows, I guess that's percentage base, but it's got to be significant. Huh. New items, Fairy Fire. I've already kind of looked and heard about these. We'll get into these a little bit later because I actually talked about them at the end of the patch note. Captain's Mode additions. No longer content to watch or content. Oracle, Terrorblade, and Earth Spirit. Oh my god. Please no. So, I have no idea what Oracle does. I think Terrorblade is perfectly fine coming into Captain's Mode. I still think Earth Spirit is crazy, but they might change a little bit of them going in. I don't know if Oracle's overpowered. Just no one plays that hero, and I don't even know what it does anyways. And you always see a hero as stronger than it is if you don't know what it does. I think back to pretty much all the new heroes that were added in Dota 1, I played them immediately when they came out, and you are incredibly strong at them because no one knows what the hell you can do. Earth Spirit, I still think he needs some changes. I think he's too crazy. But we'll see. Maybe they do change stuff. New neutral camp locations. This was definitely necessary. Radiant had huge advantage in the early game, in the early lane, and then on top of that, they've got the Radiant off lane was strong as well because the creep camp was so close. So I imagine they did something to definitely stop the Radiant Shadow Fiend being so strong. That kind of idea. They've expanded their territory. 2 neutral creep camps have been added to the map. One near the Radiant Secret Shop, and one near the Dyers. Huh. I wonder if that is so that the offlaner can pull. And then they can't contest. With this added golden experience in the balance, the battle for resources takes new shape. But I wonder if you can actually pull this to lane. That would be crazy. That'd be a very, very big change for the game. Looking forward to that. Hero updates. Death Prophet, Faceless Void, Ricky, Lone Druid, and Doom all have new abilities. Oh boy. And here we go, the actual patch updates. Do we still not have a game? What's going on here? Still no game. Huh. Well, that's good news for us. We just keep getting to look at the patch notes. All right, let's start. So added arcane rune. What is percentages? 30%. All right, yeah, that was the kind of figure I was thinking. And mana cost to be reduced by 50%. Lasts for 50 seconds. Wow. I knew about this, and I don't like it. So every 7 minutes and 30 seconds, creep bounty increases by 1 gold. That's not really that significant, but still it helps accelerate carries, farm, and it should shorten the length of games. Slightly. But it also creates a situation where your carries are getting stronger a little bit faster in the game. And support heroes are kind of a little bit weaker. But it's really not that much. Siege damage against heroes increased from 75 to 85%. So tower diving not as strong. Okay. Hero base HP increased from 150 to 180. Wow. So everyone's got more HP. Interesting. Creeps now arrive slightly closer to the top Dire Tower and bottom Radiant Tower. So that's a nerf to offlaners. That's a nerf to the offlane because the creep equilibrium is further away from the safety of your tower. Which further leads me to believe that you could potentially pull that camp. If you can pull that camp, we're like never going to see defensive tri-lanes again. There's no point in having 3 heroes there. If there's a pull potential from the offlaner, you can't have 3 heroes and miss out on creep wave. I'm really interested to see what that changes. Random draft hero pool increased from 24 to 50. Wow, that's a lot of heroes. I think that's better though, because I think when I used to play a lot of random draft, I don't really play it anymore, but random draft was pretty much okay. You could look at the draft quickly and say, what is a hero? What are the heroes that are really strong right now, or heroes that have limited counters? And then you could say, okay, this hero's in the draft. If I pick it up, there's no other way for them to counter me. Or you could just look at it and say, there's only one support hero in the draft. One like actually good support hero in the draft. So you just pick it up. And you've got a huge advantage because the enemy team is left with an unorthodox hero playing like 5 position. But yeah, I like that it's increased to 50 heroes. It might be a little bit too big, but I don't know. I don't play random draft anymore anyways. Added random draft to ranked matchmaking. Oh my goodness, I'm going to be playing more random draft apparently. Because random draft now uses the same picking mechanics as ranked all pick. Alright. I hope that this is going to become the new mode. What is going on with our game here? Sorry guys, I know I'm kind of looking away from the patch notes here, but yeah, still no game, so we'll keep reading. Where were we? Centaur Courser now has a stacking, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am. Now has a stacking magic resistant aura. Oh my goodness! 20% for units. That's the big one. Who cares about the 5% for heroes? That's for Helm of the Dom. 20% for units. This is a small neutral from the Centaur camp. What that means is when you're stacking a big camp and you get Centaurs, that's 20% magic resist per Centaur. It stacks. It's an aura for like all those heroes or all those creeps in the camp. Hellbear now has a stacking magic resistance aura. 20%. You can't stack. They killed stacking. This is great. Dragonhide aura's stackable armor increased from 2 to 3. Ancient Dragon's armor reduced by 1. Ancient neutrals now behave like normal neutrals and split experience with all heroes in the AoE. I was quite surprised that they did that. You couldn't steal XP from Ancients as is. Because I think our game might be live. Yes, it is. Alright, I'm going to load in. No, I don't want to play Dota. I want to load into the game. There we go. Steam validation rejected. Okay. We'll try again. Looks like we're loading in now. Alright. So yeah, we'll keep the... we'll put the patch notes on hold. We're still not quite at the good stuff, but we'll get there.